Yeah, so I just told him to kind of stop yelling at me and leave me alone, because, like, I don't know, every day with this guy, he just keeps yelling at me, and yet. Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. Well, as Cheech said in Ghostbusters 2, better late than never. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. You may be saying, Scotty, it's not Friday the 13th. It's Friday the last one of the month that I can't read because it's too far away. Damn glasses. So, yeah. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, uh, we had two Friday the 13th last year, and I was excited for that because I got to cover two Friday the 13th movies that I really like. This one goes back and forth between this one and six, and I used to not like five at all, but I become, you know, it's become sort of a favorite of mine and one to watch. You like spiders? You like rubber spiders? You like rubber spiders on strings? No damn enchiladas. We'll talk about that one another time. But what happened was I forgot about the one in September, so I'd already started recording for Halloween Horror Month. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do both of them in December. But then as I was recording for December, I started to realize I wasn't, and the stuff with my mom was happening. I realized I wasn't going to have time to do any of that. So, to do that. So, I said I would do it sometime this year, aiming to do it early on in the year, like January, February. That got away from me. February, I should have known February was going to be, because that's birth month. 3 big months for me, and those always come around. So I decided that this Friday, which is the 20, and then next Friday, which will be the 2nd of May, so that means 2nd, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, the 25th, Friday the 25th of April, and Friday the 2nd of May, you will get these reviews because another one is coming up in June, and I'll be covering part 6. So I wanted to get these done before that. I was sitting here like, what do I want to watch? Because I finished the spoof movies, and I have some other spoof movies to talk about, but those will be later. But I finished the Seltzerberg spoof movies, parody movies. I'm like, what do I do? Sitting here. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get those done. So Friday the 13th, final chapter, revisited, baby. We're revisiting it right here, right now. And yeah, this one, I don't mind saying this is a classic. Okay. I think they get better, and then this one is the best one, and then 5 happens, and it's okay, and then 6 is really good, and then you have 7, which is also fine. John Carl Beekler and all that. Then there's 8, which is the first one I ever watched all the way through, so I have sort of a nostalgia for that, but I know it's crap. I have fun with uh, Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. I have fun with those. He's got his machete back. But this one stands at the top of the mountain for many people. There are also those out there who seem to put the original Friday the 13th above all these. And for life, I don't know why. There's not many of them, but those that do, they're in denial that it's a bad movie. Because it is. Outside of Savini's effects, it's a bad movie. The characters are written poorly. The reveal of the villain is done badly. There's no guess who it is because you don't. It's not one of the people we met up until that point. So, yeah. Whereas the 5th one does a better job at that. And I'll discuss that next Friday. But so when coming up with this, Frank Mancuso Jr. is like, you know what? Things are kind of getting thick in the mud here. I think we should. I don't know why it's thick in the mud. things are, getting a lot of slashes are coming out. More will come out after this, and you know what? We should end this. We should end Jason. We should end Friday the 13th. So let's do one last movie. Steve Miner said no to coming back, so we got. I almost said Frank Zito. That was the character from Maniac. Joseph Zito, who also did The Prowler, good movie, and he would direct this. And Tom Savini, the man, the myth, the legend, will come back to do the effects. His ideas for Jason's death was to explode his head, but someone made it a less final death, even though this is the final one. I don't know. But yes. And the cast includes Crispin Glover from Back to the Future, before he was in Back to the Future, Lawrence Monahan from The Last American Virgin, and Corey Feldman from everything in the mid 80s to late 80s. And Corey Feldman. Yeah. And then a bunch of other actors. And the story tells of a group of teenagers coming to party on Crystal Lake. So let's talk about, because the ever expanding lore of Camp Crystal Lake. So there's a Camp Crystal Lake. We know there's another camp in the second one across on the other side, and that's also in the remake too. And there's a place where there's a barn somewhere, but also 2 houses that are also out there in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. And in the next one, there's going to be a boarding house somewhere out there on the lake. I don't... Big area for just being a lake. I guess lakes can be big, right? Our lake, we have a lake, right? Eastside Lake, I think it's called. There's a library. It's around the library area. I don't know. But, I don't know. But we start off we pick up where the last one left off. They're picking up Jason's body from the barn after he's been chopped in the head. And he's taken to the hospital. Regrets reference. To the hospital, where we meet Axel. Holy jumping! Jesus Christmas shit! Yes, him. And he's eating a sandwich while examining the body of a woman. He's a pervert. Cute. She was. Still is. I like that guy's, oh, Jesus, would you just... Guy, come on. Yeah, and he's hitting on this woman. And this feels like someone watched Halloween 2 and went, hey, we could do that. You know? All we need is Axel singing Amazing Grace. Sit on my face. That's all we need. It's basically Leo Rossi from that movie. But a better kill, I'll say, because after she runs off, Jason wakes up from his nap, apparently, takes a hacksaw, hacks his neck, and it twists it all the way around. Savini is back, baby. I would say the kills in this one are better, with the exception of maybe the Kevin Bacon with the arrow going through him, Jack. But I would say these are, because there were a few that were off-screened in that one, like Brenda. How did she die? Come on. 45 years and we still don't know how she died. Like, what happened? We know she was on the archery range, but there's no arrow holes. There's no arrows or holes where the arrows would be. She was thrown through the window, but I assume she was dead before she went through the window. So how'd she die? Strangulation? Marks on her neck? I just don't know. Could have drowned her in a lake. She could have drowned her in a lake, and then threw in, but her hair, it was raining, so her hair was wet. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. But Axel's dead, and now Jason is back on the rampage, going back to Crystal Lake. Why? They never give a reason why he keeps going back, you know? Not that they need one, I guess, but This is where we meet the Jarvis family. Little Tommy Jarvis, his older sister Trish, and their mom. And yes, they live on the lake with the dog. And Trish and her mom like to run, apparently. And then we meet, and Tanya likes to create little masks that are created by one of Tom Savini's guys. I don't remember the guy's name. He created that. He came up with the ultimate death of Jason in this, so credit him for that. Yeah, then we meet our teens. We get Teddy Bear and his best friend Jimmy. Jimmy is a dead fuck. A dead fuck? Hold on, let me put my beer. It says you're a dead fuck. A dead fuck? And they say that a bunch of times in this. Hey, I'm not the one the computer made. But you're the computer! He even says that. Yeah, and they're going on to the lake. I got itch. To party. I like to party. Party. And you ever wonder why I get a little goofy in these? ADHD, man. It's a thing. And it works. But they go to a party and smoke some weed, drink some beers, all that stuff. And I do like this scene when Tommy's in bed and like he's jumping around, because that's exactly the response a kid his age would do if he looked out the window and saw titties. That would be that could have been mine. Like, well, the first time I saw him was in movies. I was like, Beverly Hills Cop. Whoa, but like, yes, that was the first time I saw tits in a movie. Was Beverly Hills Cop. But like in real life, I was a virgin until I was 24. Shut up. I said, shut up. It happens. It happens, But yeah. So yeah, he's hopping around and he's all, ooh, yeah. And his mom comes in, he pretends he's asleep, and the mom shuts the window. Yeah. But yeah. So you got, I don't remember everyone's names. You got Paul, there's two Pauls, or is it Rob? No, Rob is the other guy. Paul, there's two Pauls, because there's Paul Hope, and the second one there's a Paul here. Because I swear, the one guy's like, hey, Paul, old buddy, old pal. There's another Paul. And he's got a girlfriend. And then there's this other couple that are together. And then you have Ted and Jimmy who want women. So they get the Doublemint twins. Literally, they were Doublemint twins. And they come in. And one of them likes Jimmy. The other one does not like Ted. That's where you get the give Teddy Bear a kiss. You want to give Teddy Bear a kiss? He can't even get nothing in either of these movies, man. This or Last American Virgin. But, yeah. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice. No. Trish and, so they're invited to go to the swimming thing, right? And they show up, and then they're just, so did they know she was bringing her brother? Because they're just girls topless, flopping around in there. I don't know. It's kind of irresponsible, but they're teenagers. What do I know? You say, oh, no, don't look. You say, hey, come on. As any teenage boy would want, But they, on the way back, the car stalls, and they meet Rob, who is on a hitchhiking across the land, and whose story makes no sense in the context. We find out later that he's actually tracking down Jason because his sister was Sandra from the second film. Keep in mind, the second film only happened 2 days ago, which in real life wouldn't make any sense because, no, I guess those are 2 separate locations, because you think that if the second film happened 2 days ago, Wherever the second film happened is now a crime scene. That's all cordoned off. So then you have, that's probably why they have this third one at a completely different location. Now that's a crime scene. That's cordoned off. So now you have it here. It makes sense why they're not all in the same place. But that's been 2 days. How was he able to find out about this, decide to go out here and get revenge in 2 days? It makes sense that he would know that Jason was technically killed by Chris and her. Chris, her friends are dead. But, yeah, I don't know. But, I don't know. But, yeah, he's out for revenge. He does not get it. Spoiler alert. No. Can we get some kills? Can we? Well, there's this one chick who goes out to skinny dip at night. And apparently this was very, very cold for the actress, who did not want to keep doing it, but the director here, Chuck Zito, no, that's not his name, Joseph Zito, was like, hey, we got to keep doing this. Apparently he was a stickler to keep doing things. And it took Ted White, who plays Jason in this movie, to tell him, hey, I'm going to walk if you don't, and she ended up getting hypothermia. So, yeah, that's some bullshit. Yeah, she was completely naked in this water that was like below 0 temperature, I think it was. It was cold. And, yeah. But Jason comes up out of the water and stabs her from beneath or something. And then her boyfriend goes out to check on her and he gets killed. I think he stabbed to the eye, the chest or something with the machete. He got the machete back. He got his machete back! Yeah, then he heads off to the house. We have the dance party. I forgot about the dance party. So we have the dance party where Crispin Glover is dancing, but not to the song. Oh, no. No, he's actually dancing to AC/DC's Back in Black, which it kind of makes sense when he asks the one girl to dance, and she's like, to this? Like, because the music they play is like, this is dance. You can dance to this. Oh no. The other kids dance back then. I don't know. I wasn't born yet. He's doing that, and once you look at his moves, it makes sense. His moves make sense if you're going with dun 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 dun. It makes sense. His moves make sense if you think that if you realize it was supposed to be AC/DC, but they changed it, copyright or something. That's where everyone kind of dips off. Jimmy finally gets laid and is not a dead fuck with one of the Doberman twins, while the other one gets pissed and leaves, and she gets killed by Jason. Because of course she does. And Jason somehow gets in the house without anyone else noticing. He kills Jimmy with the damn corkscrew. Hey Ted, where's the damn corkscrew? Fantastic. He goes upstairs. He kills the dude in the shower. And this is after they've had sex. And after she said that, I think I loved you. Now, something I didn't realize, that she was a virgin. This is her first time. So that I love you might not be legit. It might be, hey, it's our first time having sex. That was pretty good and I love you now. I don't know. Doesn't matter because he gets smushed into the freaking shower by Jason. And then he shows up and kills her. And and he goes down and he kills Teddy Bear when he's kind of, the actor was high. He's messed up. He's fucked up. And he's like, because he finds this old school porn thing. So he's kind of like, hey, look at the thing. And then he's like, huh? And he gets murdered. So he's dead. The mom also gets killed and she's kind of off screen to death and we don't really see her. In the original ending, we were supposed to see her death. Or see not her death, but her body. Trish was going to go upstairs and find her body in the shower. She's going to jump by Jason. And it's going to be able to be a dream like the other 3 movies. But they got rid of that, thank God. It wasn't needed. But, so they realize something bad is going on. And Jason chases them into the house. Rob gets killed in the basement. The whole time yelling, he's killing me. He's killing me. Apparently this was a choice by the actor. I don't know. I I don't know. Something from a movie he saw. I don't know. He's killing me. He's killing me. So it's down to the two heroes. The dog also jumped out the window, but I assume the dog, Gordon, I assume the dog's still alive. But, so basically tells, Tommy to go hide. She has a showdown with Jason, but it doesn't do anything. Tommy goes up, he shaves his head. Not really, because they wouldn't his agents wouldn't let him shave his head, but they shave his head, and then he looks like Jay comes out. Jason! This is I never got this. Why does this do anything to Jason? I in a nutshell, it's what Ginny did in the second one, where she made him think she was his mom. But why would he look at it and be like, me? Is that me? I'm me. Me? He would look at this and go, kid, what the fuck is your problem? The hell are you doing? You look like me. Cool. I'm gonna kill your sister and I'll be right there to kill you. Realistically, come on. But no, this distracts him enough. I'm gonna get the machete through the eyeball. This one. Like I said, originally his hair was supposed to explode, but they're like, nah. Which I don't know how you can come out of this. It's Jason, so I don't know. But keep in mind that when he comes back in part 6, he still has both of his eyes, I think. I don't know. But if Michael can still see after part 2, when he got shot in both of his eyes, then, whatever. It's how he dies. But he's twitching. So, Tommy, I forgot his name, picks up the machete. Die! 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 And, yeah, the police are talking, I guess, I don't know. Cut to the hospital, and Tommy running in, and they hug, and then you get this look from Corey Feldman, like, it's not over. Like, oh, what has this done? Because just in case I want to do something. Too bad they never had the cojones, the cajones, to pull the trigger on Tommy being a killer, because that would have been something, right? As much as I love part 6, I mean, they could have just made part 5 Tommy. Like, they have Jason going around killing people, and then at the end it's revealed, it's Tommy. Which would have been an obvious thing, to be fair. It would have been the most obvious thing to do. But made more sense than what they went with. I won't spoil it here. But, yeah. Solid film. I think it's solid. People say it's one of the greatest. CHH, he made it his... He said it was his favorite horror movie of 1984. So that I wasn't doing sequels, but this would be up there for me. It's really good. It's close to the moon. To the moon. I'm not gonna try the thing, but yeah, it's great. I'm gonna watch. What makes it great is it's not. While they do kind of get thrown away like it, you get to know at least most of the characters. What's going on in their lives, what they need. You get the two couple who are in love with each other. The one girl's a virgin. She's, they have her first time. Jimmy, he wants some kind of meaningful relationship, although they all just die afterwards anyway, I guess. I forgot to mention the other double mid-twin. She gets flung out the window and lands on a car, but I feel like you would survive that. You'd be hurt, but I don't know. Unless a shard of glass went through your face. I don't know. What do I know? I didn't write the movie. I don't know stuff like that, right? But yeah, it's great. Yes. So, what are your thoughts on Friday the 13th, the final chapter? Anyone comment, make sure like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.